What's up, everyone? So it's Ricky Lopez up in this joint, and so we're gonna talk about what is this? Oh yeah, Ranger Up Grappling Classic. So this is like my second competition. 2 weeks later, after I did my first competition, I went ahead and did this one, and I ended up winning double gold. So yeah, it was hardcore. So I just want to talk about, that whole little experience. And so yeah. So this competition was about an hour and a half away. It wasn't that far. Um, it wasn't that far at all. So I went with, um, I went with my cousin, and so we went, and he was like, later, and I was like, hold up, wait, what, you ain't gonna watch me compete? And he was like, nah, bro, I'm gonna go out and meet with some friends out in the mall. And I was like, okay, whatever, I'm on my own, it's not like I wanted support anyway. So it was like, so I went in there, I weighed in, thank goodness I wasn't so fat. At that time, I was like competing at the 145 to like 155 category, or excuse me, division. Right now, I'm 130. So I dropped. So I was literally like 150. So I literally dropped like 20 pounds since since this competition, which explains why this shirt is so baggy. But anyway, so it's like I went in there and I was like, this is it. Like, this is how my competitions are going to be from now on. Because my instructor can't come to every competition because he has to stick around, and he has to run classes, and it can't always be about me. Like, I'm at the point where I'm like, since day one, I've been like an independent person. Like, I don't need someone to, wipe my butt, or I don't need someone to hold my hand, or I don't need like a crew of people to support me. I can do this, this joint on my own. So I was like, let's see if you can really do this on your own, because you're on your own right now. So I went out there, and it was business as usual. The kids were going at it, and so it was like a high school gym. So that's how the whole venue was. It's a small competition, you guys. It's not like IBJJF. It's not like a stadium or your arena. It's literally like a high school gym. So I went up there and I was like, let's get it. So I just sat in the bleachers and I was just chilling. My match did not start until like, um, I guess it wouldn't start until like 12:30. So I got there around 10. So I was like, vibing. I had my headphones this time. Last time I did not bring any music. That was a mistake. I'm never gonna do ever again. So it's like, so it was like, I got my music. I was blasting. I was listening to all sorts of cool stuff, and so like I wasn't nervous at all because this time I wanted to like let them know like I'm here. Like I'm gonna freaking win, and so they called in, so yeah, I was gonna do. This time I was, like I said, I was gonna do no gi and I was gonna do gi. So we were called up. The adults were called up for a rules meeting, and so the rules were basically the same as U.S. grappling, the one that I did before, but the one that made this different was that they allowed reversal points. So for those of you who do not know, like if a person can get out of a position or whatever, they get like reversal points. So that was a little different. And so, once I got in there, I ran into this dude named Mike. He trained at this other gym, and he was like I would go to that gym. I would cross train at that gym on they had like open mat Sundays, and so I would go there on Sundays and train. And so that's how I knew him, knew who he was. And so, we did a little, we did like a little, that basic drill, little warm up. We practiced shots, and then, he had to go because he's a purple belt. So he was like into the advanced. He was in the advanced. I think he was in the advanced division, either advanced or intermediate, because he was a purple belt. So, I was like, good luck. And so, yeah, man. So I pretty much just went in, did my, he did his thing, and so I was, just chilling. And next thing you know, it was my turn. So I was like, let's get it. However, one thing that happened in my last competition was I was tired before I even competed. So I was like, in order to not get tired and not get burned out, I decided to go ahead and take some, you know, some secret stuff. And so what I took was pre-workout. And boy, let me tell you, that pre-workout had my hair spiking up. Like my eyebrows were itchy, my nose was itchy, my ear hairs, like literally, like the hairs on my ears were literally like itching. And I was like, whoa, like I was ready to go. Like I had so much energy. And I hate to say it, but it worked. It worked. I got like an arm drag. So I went up against this one dude and I got like an arm drag just like that. I got like a takedown just like that. I got mount. I ended up submitting the dude, and it was literally like a 2-minute match, maybe even less. It was that fast, and I was like, and I couldn't even believe that I won. I was like, yo, that was so easy. Like, I want more. And then, 3 minutes later, I went up against this other dude, and this dude was a lot bigger than me, which was weird because he was like 150. I was 152, but he seemed to be 150 muscle, and I was like 150 skinny fat. So going at that dude was like, it was a battle, but it was a freaking close match, and I ended up winning. I ended up beating him. I did not submit him. I remember I won by points. I got like 10 points, and he got like 8 points, and so it was intense. Like I couldn't believe it. I was like, I won. That was the only thing that came to my mind. I was like, oh my gosh, I won. And it was all on video, and so I shared it with my instructor, and everybody was like, back at home was like, yeah. And I was like, that was like, dang, that was like incredible. That was like one of the best feelings, because it was like, my head literally went from, I'm about to compete, to, I'm the shit right now. Like, that's how I literally felt. I was like, come at me, like, I'm ready. And so, and 2 hours later, it was time for gi. And again, same formula. I ended up taking my pre-workout again. I had 2 pre-workouts, one for gi and one for no gi. So I took the no gi one, and so I had the gi left. So I took it like 15 minutes before. I guess I took it like 15 minutes before, because I didn't want to use the restroom too much, and I ended up smoking. I ended up winning. Oh my gosh, like I ended up winning again. And let me tell you, my last match with this one guy, it was crazy. Like, the video is on my other YouTube channel, and I'm literally like doing crazy stuff. I'm literally doing like hip bump sweeps. I'm getting into mount positions. I'm literally doing the waiter sweep, which I literally just learned that week. I learned that waiter sweep couple days before the competition, and I ended up using it. So it was like hardcore, and so eventually I ended up winning, and it was just like, the points were like crazy, man. It was like 29-15. Like, I got 29 points, and homeboy got like 15, and I was just like, that's right. That's phenomenal right there. And so I ended up winning double gold. My medals are up here. You know what? So, yeah, so if y'all need proof, woo! So these are like my children right here. First double gold as a white belt ever. It was just so hardcore. So it was just phenomenal that I could even, that I even won. Like, you guys don't, like, winning is just phenomenal. Like, there's just no other feeling like it. So after, I won, it was just the best feeling ever. Like, My boost of confidence went straight up. I was like, that day I got, later that night we ended up getting pizza, and I was just like, life's good. But I kind of keep going. So I had another competition 2 weeks later, and so I was like, it was just phenomenal because that was literally like the best moment, one of the best moments of my entire jiu-jitsu career. And 2 weeks later, it all went downhill. So, but that's a story for another time. So I'll keep you guys up to date, and like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.